Pawn Stars boss Rick Harrison refused to buy a religious relic that creeped him out evidently. Title: Rick Harrison's uneasy encounter with a religious relic on Pawn Stars *****. Few shows have captured the essence of American curiosity, commerce, and culture quite like Pawn Stars ****. Set in the bustling world of the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas, the show follows Rick Harrison, his father Richard Harrison, known affectionately as the Old Man, Corey Big Hoss Harrison, and Austin Russell as they navigate the ever-changing stream of customers bringing in rare, bizarre, and valuable items. Over the years, the team has encountered everything from historic weapons to vintage comic books, celebrity memorabilia, and even pieces of space history. But for all the strange and extraordinary items that have passed through the shop's doors, some moments stand out not just for their rarity or value, but for the emotional and psychological impact they had on the people behind the counter. One such moment came when Rick Harrison was presented with a religious relic so unsettling that he refused to buy it. Not because of its authenticity or market value, but because it simply creeped him out ***. This article explores that encounter in depth, examining the nature of religious relics, the psychology behind why certain objects evoke fear or discomfort, and how even seasoned collectors like Rick Harrison can be shaken by the unexpected. The item that shook Rick. In one particularly memorable episode of Pawn Stars ***, a customer walked into the shop carrying what appeared to be an old, ornate wooden box. From the outset, there was an air of solemnity about the item, something unusual compared to the typical excitement or eagerness usually displayed by sellers. The man claimed to possess a religious relic ***, something he described as having come from a European monastery, possibly dating back several centuries. As the box was opened, the camera panned over a carefully wrapped bundle inside, what looked like a small body part, possibly a hand or finger, encased in cloth and preserved. The object was unlike anything typically seen on the show. While the pawn shop often deals with historical artifacts, this particular item carried a heavy spiritual and emotional weight. Rick Harrison, known for his calm demeanor and sharp business sense, visibly hesitated. His usual poker face cracked, revealing genuine discomfort. He exchanged glances with his father and Big Hoss, both of whom also seemed uneasy. After a brief discussion, Rick politely declined to make a purchase, stating that while the item might have historical or religious significance, it simply wasn't something he felt comfortable handling or profiting from. Understanding religious relics. To fully grasp the gravity of this moment, it's important to understand what religious relics are and why they carry such cultural and spiritual significance. Relics are physical remains or personal effects of saints or other holy figures, venerated in many religious traditions, most notably in Christianity, especially within Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. There are three main classifications. 1. First class relics ***. These include actual parts of a saint's body, egg, bones, blood, hair. 2. Second class relics ***. Personal items used by a saint, egg, clothing, rosaries. 3. Third class relics ***. Objects that have been touched to a first or second class relic. Throughout history, these relics have played a crucial role in religious devotion. Pilgrims would travel great distances to visit shrines housing sacred remains, believing them to hold miraculous powers or divine protection. In medieval Europe, owning or displaying a relic could bring prestige to a church or city. However, with time and modern secularization, the reverence once afforded to relics has diminished in many parts of the world. For some, relics are now viewed more as historical curiosities than sacred objects. Yet for others, they remain deeply spiritual and disturbingly intimate. Why did it creep him out? Rick Harrison is no stranger to the macabre or unusual. He's handled Civil War-era weapons, ancient coins, and even human teeth in the past. So why did this particular relic unsettle him so profoundly? There are several possible explanations. 1. *** cultural and spiritual taboos ***. Even in a secular context, dealing with human remains, especially those imbued with spiritual significance, can trigger deep-seated taboos. Many cultures view the dead with reverence, and the idea of buying or selling body parts, regardless of origin, can feel inherently wrong. Rick, raised in a Southern Baptist household, may have had internalized beliefs about the sanctity of human remains, especially those connected to religious practices. 2. *** uncanny valley effect ***. Psychologists describe the uncanny valley as a phenomenon where humanoid objects that appear almost, but not quite, human elicit feelings of unease. In this case, the relic, a preserved partial limb, might have triggered a similar reaction. Though clearly not alive, its human-like qualities were close enough to provoke discomfort. 3. *** moral conflict ***. For someone like Rick, who prides himself on being fair and respectful in his dealings, the idea of profiting from a sacred object tied to someone's faith could have created moral conflict. Even if the seller was willing to part with it, Rick might have questioned whether it was right to take possession of something meant for veneration rather than trade. 4. *** emotional weight of the seller ***. Sometimes it's not just the object itself, but the way it's presented that affects perception. If the seller treated the relic with solemnity or sadness, that energy could have transferred to Rick and the others. Emotions are contagious, and in a small room filled with cameras and microphones, the atmosphere can shift quickly. The role of faith and belief in business. What makes this moment particularly fascinating is how it highlights the intersection of commerce and spirituality. In most cases, the Pawn Stars team evaluates items based purely on marketability, provenance, and condition. But when religion enters the equation, the evaluation becomes more complex. Rick has previously dealt with religious items like antique crucifixes, prayer books, or ceremonial artifacts, but these are generally accepted as collectibles. A human relic, however, crosses into a different territory. It's not just an object, it's a person, or at least a part of one. This raises broader questions. Should sacred objects be bought and sold? Is it appropriate for a secular business to profit from religious artifacts? And where do we draw the line between historical preservation and exploitation? Rick's decision to walk away may reflect a personal boundary he wasn't willing to cross, an acknowledgement that some things are beyond price, not because they're too valuable, but because they're too sacred. Public reaction and cultural impact. When the episode aired, fans of Pawn Stars took to social media to discuss the moment. Some praised Rick for showing respect and restraint. Others speculated about the relic's authenticity, wondering whether it was real or just an elaborate hoax. Conspiracy theories emerged, suggesting the item might have belonged to a famous historical figure or even a saint. Religious communities also responded. Some Catholics expressed concern about the treatment of relics outside of approved ecclesiastical contexts, noting that the sale or mishandling of relics violates canon law. Others saw the moment as an opportunity for education. explaining the role of relics in Christian tradition and emphasizing their importance as symbols of faith rather than magical objects. The incident became a talking point beyond the show itself, sparking conversations about the ethics of collecting, the commercialization of religion, and the psychological impact of encountering the unknown. What happened to the relic? After Rick declined to make an offer, the seller left the shop with the relic still in hand. The show never followed up on what happened to the item afterward. It's unclear whether the man found another buyer or returned it to private ownership. This ambiguity adds to the mystique surrounding the object. Was it truly a centuries-old relic, or was it a clever prop designed to attract attention? Without further verification, we may never know. What we *do* know is that for a brief moment in a Las Vegas pawn shop, the boundaries between commerce, history, faith and fear collided in a way that left even a seasoned businessman like Rick Harrison shaken. The lessons from the encounter. The story of Rick Harrison refusing to buy a religious relic offers several lessons. 1. Respect for the sacred ***. Even in a capitalist society, there are limits to what should be commodified. Recognizing the sacred nature of certain objects is a sign of respect, not weakness. 2. Human psychology matters ***. Our reactions to objects aren't always rational. Sometimes our gut tells us something is off, and that intuition deserves attention, especially in emotionally charged situations. 3. History isn't always neutral ***. Historical items often carry layers of meaning, cultural, religious, emotional. Handling them requires sensitivity, not just expertise. 4. Television can be educational ***. While Pawn Stars * is primarily entertainment, moments like this remind viewers of the rich tapestry of human history and belief systems that shape our world.